Today, the Honorable Prime Minister had the video conference with the Honorable Chief Ministers of all the states. Right, starting from the Chief Minister from Meghalaya up to the level of the Chief Minister Haryana. 9 state Chief Ministers spoke today. Today I was given an opportunity to speak in the meeting. Initially, the Health Ministry made a presentation, and thereafter the Prime Minister made an initial remark. The presentation that has been made by the Health Ministry was the comparative figure. In the comparative figure, they were telling that taking the top 20 countries of the world with 135 crore population, the coronavirus is 100%. India with the same population of 135 crores is only 1%. They gave the comparative figure. And thereafter they said that when compared to the worldwide death rate, India is only 786. And while making an initial remark, Prime Minister said the steps that has been taken by the government to contain coronavirus and easing of the conditions by the government, allowing agriculture operation, construction work partially, fishing operation, and the opening of the industries, putting certain conditions, including social distancing, wearing the mask, keeping the employees within the vicinity of the premises. All these things is mentioned. Thereafter he said that the further condition that has been eased was opening up the shops in the neighborhood areas, in the rural areas and also in the urban limit. And then he said that we wanted to have the views of the Honorable Chief Ministers. After lockdown period is ending on May 3rd, then what should be the strategy the states have to adopt? Most of the Chief Ministers were unanimous in telling that the way in which the number of the corona affected persons increasing in the country, that should be a cautious approach, and the Prime Minister has to take a call on the basis of the observation given by the Chief Ministers. Most of the BJP ruled Chief Ministers said lockdown to continue, and they said the economic activity should be slowly started. While speaking, I mentioned to Honorable Prime Minister very clearly that in our state there are only 3 persons who are corona affected. The 4 regions of Puducherry, Karaikal, Mahe and Yanam. Only in Puducherry there are 3 people who are getting treatment and they are also well. We are keeping about 2,167 people in quarantine, self-quarantine. And our state government, especially the health department, the education department, the police department, PWD, local administration department, and the other departments in a coordinated manner with the work of the Honorable Ministers and Honorable MLAs in the field, we were able to contain corona effect in our state. Though in the adjoining state of Tamil Nadu, which is 5th in the category today, and the adjoining districts of Villupuram and Kadalur, it is a red zone, hot zone. But ours is in a green zone. Therefore, this is possible because of the our state governments, the administration taking all possible steps to contain people coming inside the state and screening people out of the total 14 lakh population of people. About 10 lakh population have been screened so far by the health officials along with the private medical colleges. And I also mentioned that the state government has given the financial package to the people with the available funds, construction workers, unorganized labor, and the agriculture labor, the farmers. I narrated all these things to the Prime Minister. And I told him also that ours is a small state where we don't have much resources. Our main source of revenue is from commercial tax and excise duty. Since the shops and establishments have been closed and the liquor shops have been closed, our revenue totally dwindled. Our economic situation in the state is in a very difficult position. Even for our state government, the meeting the expenses, the day-to-day activities also it will be difficult for us. Therefore, I told the Prime Minister the GST compensation, which has been due for the last 5 months, at least 4 months compensation to be released immediately. And the states are getting 41% grant, but Puducherry state is getting only 26% grant. That has to be compensated. That I also said 7th pay commission's arrears. For 4 years I have not received more than about 2,200 crores, which has to be released by the government under the circumstances. Then there is a Delhi and Puducherry with unitarity with legislature. The pattern of funding is different for both the states. It should not be like that. And our Puducherry state should be included in the Central Finance Commission. All these issues I raised. And I also said that the government of India should give us an economic package. That is more important because we are giving even APL families. We are giving rise to the APL families also. Therefore, the government of Puducherry has to be financially helped by the government of India. And while telling all this, I mentioned very strongly, I mentioned the government of India should provide testing kits in large number to all the states. Because first of all, the screening, the testing, contact tracing, community tracing, quarantine and isolation. These are the main area of controlling the coronavirus effect in the country. Therefore, states should be liberally given testing kits and they should be allowed to test the large number of people so that they will be able to contain the corona effect in our country, especially and also in my state. We have not got adequate ventilators, monitors, PPE kits, N95 masks, required medicine. Therefore, the government of India should provide 995 crores for the purpose of encountering the COVID in our state, I mentioned. And apart from mentioning about my state, I mentioned the suggestions I gave to the government of India, especially that should be block grant of 1 lakh crore by the government of India to all the states for the purpose of, on the basis of the population, and seeing the impact of COVID-19, and it should be apportioned on the basis of GST compensation or interstate council, the formula, so that the states will be able to get the funds from the government of India. Reserve Bank of India is giving the ways and means advances to the states, but it is they are charging interest for it. Now this is the time that it should be interest free and ways and means advance should be given to the states liberally by the Reserve Bank of India. Thirdly, the the credit limit of the states, which is now 3%, it should be increased to 5%. Then for 6 months, the rescheduling of the loan from Reserve Bank of India and central financial institutions should be rescheduled, and it should be recovered by the government without interest after 6 months. Then the stimulus package, as given by the previous UPA government in 2008, the same stimulus package has to be given by the Government of India, the present government, for the purpose of recovering the economy of this country. The MSP for the farmers, now it is 25%. It should be increased to 50%, looking into the pathetic condition of the farmers. The states and union territories are suffering from huge revenue loss, and therefore the government should immediately give the GST compensation to the states and union territories. I also mentioned that the fiscal expenditure should be promoted to strengthen the economy, and the Government of India should release the centrally sponsored scheme funds without any precondition to the states. The problem which is being faced by micro and small industries is huge. They are not having sufficient funds even to pay salary to the employees, and they are not able to sustain themselves. For survival of the micro and small industries, immediately the package should be given by the Government of India for reviving the micro and medium level industries in the country, and the government also should compensate the micro and small industries for at least for 6 months for the employee's salary. Then I mentioned very clearly about the people who are stranded in various countries, the students who went there abroad to study. Now the colleges and universities have been closed in various countries. Now the students want to come back. And moreover, the migrant labor who have been stranded in various states in the country and also abroad. There should be a policy by the Government of India how those people have to be brought back to our country. The main problem is that even in Puducherry, the Maya region, which is near Kerala, lot of people who are working in Gulf countries and they are now jobless, they want to come back. There is no amenity, there is no chance available for them, and they are writing to our state government. They are talking to me over phone that the provision should be made for bring them back to our state. Therefore, the Government of India should take a call. As far as the migrant labor is concerned, the people from Bihar, people from and also from Orissa, they are working in steel mills and also the other factories in Puducherry. They have been kept in the separate place by state government. Some of them are kept and some of them by the industrialists. How long they will be able to be here? They want to go back. The government should evolve a policy for the purpose of sending them back to their respective stations. Then I mentioned the Government of India should while opening the shops, every state government has got different system. Therefore, there should not be any general policy by the government. The policy should be framed by the state government with a cushion that has to be given by the Government of India. And the cottage industries, handicrafts, rural industries, they are also suffering. The government should give package for those industries. And the people who would like to move between the professionals from the intercity and interstate, they should also be given the facilitation for the purpose of going from the respective places. After mentioning all this, I said the remonetization of the people is very important. The previous package that has been given by the government for below poverty line people and some sections, already more than 35 days are over, and the government of India should give package for those people. That is how I mentioned in my remark to the Honorable Prime Minister.
सर मेरा सवाल आपसे यही है कि लॉकडाउन को लेके क्या कोई फाइनल डिसीजन लिया गया और कांग्रेस शासित राज्यों की राय क्या, लॉकडाउन को लेके आप लोगों ने कोई फाइनल डिसीजन हो पाया है क्या लॉकडाउन को और माइग्रेंट वर्कर्स को लेके कोई पॉलिसी बनाने पे?
सर मैंने आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री को बताया ये माइग्रेंट लेबर के बारे में केंद्र सरकार ने जल्दी से जल्दी ये पॉलिसी बनाने के लिए ये मुख्यमंत्री आदरणीय मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार ने उसके बारे में बात किया, कुछ मुख्यमंत्री लोग बात किया, मैंने शुरू किया पहले माइग्रेंट लेबर के बारे में, उसका प्रधानमंत्री का अभी उन्होंने ऑब्जर्वेशन दिया, फाइनल डिसीजन नहीं दिया। अभी दूसरा आप बात कर रहा है अबाउट लॉकडाउन के बारे में, अभी पूरा मैं आपको पहले बताया बीजेपी चीफ मिनिस्टर ने लॉकडाउन कंटिन्यू करने के लिए बताया। अभी तक दी मूड मैंने देखा ये मीटिंग का मूड, तो लॉकडाउन कंटिन्यू करने के लिए कुछ कंसेशन देखे।
थैंक यू सर।
ओके
थैंक यू सर। संजीव फ्रॉम पीटीआई, कम इन प्लीज। Unmute your audio. Unmute your audio. Minister gave any assurance on the opening of the lockdown on May 3 and also about assurance on the package to be given to states, which most of them have been demanding, as well as for the industry. Any assurance is given by the Prime Minister in this regard? Though
myself and some of the chief ministers demanded economic package, the Honorable Prime Minister did not respond to that directly. He was talking about the corona virus issue, how to control this, and he also praised the state governments for doing the Herculean task in controlling the coronavirus effect, and especially the Prime Minister appreciated the efforts taken by Ashok Gehlot, our Honorable Chief Minister of Rajasthan, in doing a lot of the testing, the using testing kits for the purpose of the finding out the coronavirus thing, and also his handling of the coronavirus issue. Prime Minister praised our Honorable Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, but as far as the economic package is concerned, Prime Minister did not specifically respond.
What about the lockdown?
As the lockdown is concerned, as I told you, majority of the chief ministers wanted the lockdown to continue. Some chief ministers said with little more the economic activity, it should be there. As far as I am concerned, I said that the decision can be taken by the government of India.
Okay, Mohit from News Nation. Unmute करिए, पूछिए.
मिस्टर नारायण स्वामी जी, मोहित दुबे न्यूज नेशन से बोल रहा हूँ। जी, मेरा क्वेश्चन आपसे ये है सर कि 7 स्टेट्स में अगर हम बात करें तो 80% कोरोना के केसेस हैं। हम मध्य प्रदेश, राजस्थान, उत्तर प्रदेश, दिल्ली की अगर महाराष्ट्र की बात करें तो 7 स्टेट्स में 80% की कोरोना है। बाकी स्टेट में कोरोना कोई 1% है, कहीं 20% है, कहीं 12% है। ऐसे में आपका स्टेट नो डाउट सिर्फ 3 केसेस है, अपने आप में बड़ी बात है कि आपने कंट्रोल किया हुआ है।
धन्यवाद,
क्या आपको
धन्यवाद।
नहीं लगता कि जो दूसरे स्टेट्स हैं जी, तो अब क्या आपको नहीं लगता कि जो दूसरी स्टेट्स हैं वहां पे, क्योंकि जो इकोनॉमी है, इकोनॉमी किस जो सिचुएशन है वो बहुत बैड है, बहुत खराब है, तो दूसरी स्टेट्स में भी इकोनॉमी को चलाने के लिए पीएम मोदी को जो है कोई फैसला करना चाहिए, कोई डिसीजन लेना चाहिए। और स्टेट से रिलेटेड एक सवाल ये है कि आपने जो अब तक मांग मानी है, जो आपने डिमांड की है सेंटर से वो अब तक पूरी नहीं हो पाई है। तो आगे आप क्या करने वाले हैं कि आपकी डिमांड को पूरा किया जा सके? आप पीएम मोदी को आप आगे और चिट्ठी लिखने वाले हैं या किस तरीके से आगे आप उनसे रिक्वेस्ट करने वाले हैं?
No, no, the economic स्थिति रिवाइव करने के लिए सारा प्रदेश का स्थिति है, सब इकोनॉमिक क्राइसिस में है। आपको मालूम है, मैंने आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री को लेटर लिखे, मुझे 995 करोड़ हमारा कोविड मैनेजमेंट के लिए मैंने पैसा देने के लिए उनको निवेदन किया। उसके बाद हमारा पुदुचेरी स्टेट का केंद्र सरकार पैसा देना था, उसके बारे में मैंने बात किया। प्रधानमंत्री ने इकोनॉमिक पैकेज के बारे में कोई एक शब्द नहीं बताया। उन्होंने प्रधानमंत्री ने बताया कोरोना महामारी के में कैसा उसको कंट्रोल करना, उसको उन्होंने थोड़ा आश्वासन दिया, उसके बारे में बात किया। अभी रेड जोन है उसको ऑरेंज जोन के लाने के लिए, ऑरेंज जोन है उसको ग्रीन जोन के लाने के लिए सारा प्रदेश का मुख्यमंत्री कोशिश करने के लिए उन्होंने बताया। ये अच्छी बात है। एक बात उन्होंने बोला, उनको भाषण में उन्होंने बताया, ये टाइम पॉलिटिक्स का नहीं है। उन्होंने बताया सारा केंद्र सरकार प्रदेश सरकार इकट्ठा होके हम सब लोग ये कोरोना को कंट्रोल करने के लिए काम करना पड़ेगा। प्रधानमंत्री ने ये ऑब्जर्वेशन दिया, ये उनका भाषण में उन्होंने दिया। अभी देश का स्थिति अभी हम देख रहा हूं रोज बढ़ रहा है, डबलिंग हो रहा है हमारा देश में। उसको अभी मेरा निवेदन था आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री को, ये हमारा कोरोना वायरस इफेक्ट को कंट्रोल करने के लिए केंद्र सरकार ने निर्णय करना पड़ेगा।
थैंक यू सर।
ओके,
मूव टू द नेक्स्ट वन। रमन जी, क्वेश्चन ब्रीफ रखिएगा जिससे कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा सवाल ले पाए, और ऑडियो भी इशू उसके लिए हम अपोलोजाइज करते हैं।
जी नारायण स्वामी जी, मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि एक लंबी फेहरिस्त आपने प्रधानमंत्री के सामने रखी। मुझे लगता है कि बाकी चीफ मिनिस्टर्स, बाकी स्टेट के चीफ मिनिस्टर्स की भी करीब करीब यही मांग होगी प्रधानमंत्री से। अभी तक जो चीफ मिनिस्टर्स के साथ उनकी कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग हुई है, मैंने एक बार भी किसी मुख्यमंत्री से नहीं सुना कि प्रधानमंत्री ने भरोसा दिया कि हम इस मांग को मान रहे हैं, चाहे माइग्रेंट लेबर का मुद्दा हो या टेस्टिंग किट्स मुहैया कराने की बात हो या जीएसटी का जो पैसा बचा हुआ है वो हो। आपको क्या लगता है कि प्रधानमंत्री राज्यों को साथ लेकर चलना चाहते हैं लेकिन बिना कुछ दिए चलना चाहते हैं क्या?
आप 3 मुद्दा आप बताया मुझे। नंबर 1 जीएसटी कॉम्पनसेशन देना, दूसरा कोविड को कंट्रोल करना, और इकोनॉमिक पैकेज के बारे में प्रधानमंत्री को सारा मुख्यमंत्री ने बताया। प्रधानमंत्री ने उसका कोई उपाय नहीं दिया, कोविड कंट्रोल करने के लिए सिर्फ बात किया। प्रधानमंत्री ने इकोनॉमिक पैकेज के बारे में प्रधानमंत्री का जवाब में कोई सजेशन नहीं आया। और ये आपको मालूम है, प्रधानमंत्री ने सारा ये कोविड के बारे में बात किया, इकोनॉमिक पैकेज के बारे में बात नहीं किया। मुख्यमंत्री लोग उनको सजेशन दिया, उसके बारे में सिर्फ उन्होंने सुना।
Okay, thank you, sir. Next one is from IANS, Syed Imam ji. Go ahead, ask your question fast. About migrants re-employment, anything discussed in the meeting? Re-employment in their native states?
No. The issue that was discussed in the meeting was relating to the taking back the migrant labor. The migrant labor would like to go to their states. The arrangement has to be made by the government of India. That was my request in my remark while I was speaking, I made. And it was elaborated by the Honorable Chief Minister of Bihar. He said that he quoted the quota issue and also the people from Bihar who have been working in various states, they want to come back. The government of India should take a call on that and they should decide it, because otherwise the migrant labor, the keeping them in the various states and who are not getting employment, and they will be facing huge problem. That is what the Nitish Kumar ji also endorsed my view. But as far as the migrant labor is concerned, the Honorable Prime Minister made a passing remark, and he said that the migrant labor issue has to be considered, and thereafter he did not give any solution so far.
थैंक यू सर। बेटी आपका भी सवाल है?
साहब, आपने बताया जिस तरीके से कि प्रधानमंत्री ने अपनी आज की वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग में आर्थिक पैकेज को लेकर की कोई चर्चा नहीं की, जबकि राज्यों की इस वक्त सबसे ज्यादा जरूरत आर्थिक पैकेज की ही है। और आप खुद कह रहे हैं कि ज्यादातर मुख्यमंत्री ने कहा कि लॉकडाउन बढ़ाना चाहिए, इसकी वो लोग सिफारिश करते नजर आए। तो बिना किसी आर्थिक पैकेज के और मजदूरों की समस्या का निदान किए बगैर किस तरीके से आप लोग इस समस्या से जूझेंगे, कैसे निपटेंगे? क्योंकि ये तो लंबा चलने वाला भी जिस तरह के संकेत मिल रहे हैं।
ये आप सही बात कर रही है। ये इकोनॉमिक सिचुएशन हमारा प्रदेश है, पूरा प्रदेश में बहुत बहुत खराब है। उनका कोई रेवेन्यू नहीं है, केंद्र सरकार मदद नहीं कर रहा है। ये कोरोना के बारे में मैंने चिट्ठी लिख के प्रधानमंत्री को दिया, अभी उसके बाद अभी तक उसका जवाब नहीं आया। इकोनॉमिक सिचुएशन के बारे में प्रधानमंत्री ने मुख्यमंत्री को सुना, इकोनॉमिक पैकेज के बारे में कुछ मुख्यमंत्री ने उनको बात किया, मैंने बात किया, फोर्सफुली मैंने बात किया, फिर भी प्रधानमंत्री ने सुनने के बाद उनका जवाब नहीं आया।
थैंक यू। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज फ्रॉम शशिकांत अमन उजाला जी।
Yeah, I'm waiting for a long time, huh, Pranav?
Yeah, you are in queue. I'm coming by series. शशि,
मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं?
हाँ जी, सवाल पूछ।
नारायण स्वामी जी, मैं जानना चाह रहा हूँ प्रधानमंत्री जी के साथ इंटरेक्शन में कितने सीएम बोले और किन सीएम ने कौन सा मुद्दा उठाया, और किसी सीएम को, किसी चीफ मिनिस्टर को क्या प्रधानमंत्री ने कोई आश्वासन दिया?
नो, अभी उन्होंने प्रधानमंत्री ने 9 मुख्यमंत्री ने बात किया, भाषण दिया। प्रधानमंत्री ने अभी हमारा राजस्थान मुख्यमंत्री को उन्होंने तारीफ किया, उनका ये कोविड सिचुएशन, उनका मैनेजमेंट के बारे में प्रधानमंत्री ने उनको रिकग्निशन दिया। उसके बाद नीतीश कुमार जी को उन्होंने रेफर करके बात किया। ये नवीन पटनायक जी को उन्होंने रेफर करके उनको भाषण में उन्होंने जनरली बताया, उसके बोला। अभी 3 मुख्यमंत्री को उन्होंने रेफरेंस देके उन्होंने बात किया।
ओके, नेक्स्ट वन इज सुनील प्रभु फ्रॉम एनडीटीवी। सुनील, प्लीज कम इन।
ममता बनर्जी का क्या रहा?
अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ। दोबारा आएंगे आपके पास। शशि, रुक जाइए। सुनील, गो अहेड।
I just wanted to know, Mr. Narayan Swamy, on the issue of lockdown, did the Prime Minister talk about anything specific regarding, public transportation? Did he say the economy was good, the states have to reform? And did you reflect, we are witnessing a series of troubles between the governor of West Bengal, we have seen lieutenant governors earlier. It's quite pathetic in terms of when you're fighting COVID, we're seeing politics taking place. Were you able to voice those concerns?
No, the Prime Minister, while answering, he made it very clear that this is not the time to do politics. The central government and the state governments have to work together to contain the spread of coronavirus in the country. That he made it very clear. And he also said that while addressing, the Prime Minister said that we'll have to go for certain reforms. That also he mentioned. the Prime Minister in his reply and also in his initial remark, he was more concentrating on how to contain the coronavirus, making this red zone into orange zone into green zone. That is what he made. And as you rightly said, as far as the Lieutenant Governor or governors are concerned, there was no reference made. I did not raise that issue also there.
Did any chief minister actually express a desire to open up? And two, did anyone have apprehensions about, law and order being an issue? As we saw some time back in Bandra, there was almost a rush of migrants trying to come back just a day before that earlier lockdown was supposed to end. And by the time May 3rd happens, almost 40 days of lockdown would be over. So is that a concern at all among administrators and chief ministers?
Yeah, it is raised by our Nitish Kumar ji. He did not tell in so many words about the unrest. He was telling about the solution by the government. I also raised the same issue of the migrant labor. They want to go to the respective states, the provision should be made by the Government of India for the purpose of sending them to the respective states, and ways and means have to be found out, and the government should bring a policy on that. That I insisted, and Nitish Kumar ji also spoke on that, and the kind of the unrest and all has not come, but we were showing that it is very difficult for the people, especially the chief ministers. We are getting calls from the people from abroad and also from other states who are standard, our people standard, they wanted to come back. As chief ministers and the state government, we are not in a position to do anything, and therefore the Government of India should intervene and do it. That's what we said.
Okay, sir. We'll take the next question. Sanjay Mishra ji from Jagran.
Didn't get this question, please. The answer was the audio was very bad, so didn't get the.
I know, Sanjeev, today it's
The question which Sandeep Mukanji asked is about the migrant labor. Whether there was any discussion and whether there was a mention about there will be a unrest on the basis of what happened in Bandra. That is what he was mentioning. In fact, while speaking, I raised the issue of migrant labor, and also students who are studying abroad in other states, and the tourists who have gone to abroad, and the people who are working in other countries who are from their respective states. The government should giving the solution for this, because the people are calling us in every day and they want to come back to India, and there is no flight available, and moreover train services are not available for interstate movement. That's why I mentioned. And the Honorable Chief Minister of Bihar, he also spoke on that line, and he also said the people from Bihar have gone for studies to various states, and they want to come back, and the laborers who are standard, they are not able to come back to Bihar, they wanted to come back, and the government should take a call on this. That's what he mentioned. But the Prime Minister, while concluding, he mentioned about the problem faced by the migrant labor, but the Prime Minister did not give any solution.
okay, sir. We understand that you said that he did not give clearly any solution to the problem. We'll move to the next one quickly. Sanjay Mishra ji from Jagran. सवाल पूछे संजय जी.
नमस्कार नारायण स्वामी जी. जैसा कि आपने कहा कि बैठक में मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द चीफ मिनिस्टर्स का ये कहना था कि लॉकडाउन एक्सटेंड करना चाहिए. कांग्रेस पार्टी का व्यू है, कांग्रेस सीडब्ल्यूसी में भी आया था कि जो मौजूदा स्वरूप में लॉकडाउन होगा वो डिवास्टेटिंग होगा. तो क्या कांग्रेस चीफ मिनिस्टर्स का रुख क्या है कि वो मेजॉरिटी सीएम्स के साथ है, या जो सीडब्ल्यूसी का जो स्टेटमेंट था, कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट का स्टेटमेंट था कि मौजूदा स्वरूप में नहीं होगा, खोलना पड़ेगा कुछ तरीके
No, I'm not.
आप लोगों का क्या?
No, madam, I am not for total lockdown. I wanted that the economy to be revived. Gradually, it should be improved, because the states are losing revenue, and moreover, the problem is being faced by various sections of the society. the unorganized labor, construction workers, the farm labor, the lower middle class, and also the people below poverty line, they are all affected. Therefore, economic activity has to start with certain conditions. That is what I said.
Right, sir. We'll go to the next one. Bilal.
नारायण जी नमस्कार, मैं बिलाल सफदरी बोलूँ स्वराज एक्सप्रेस से।
बोलिए सर।
सर मेरा सवाल ये है कि जब राज्य निरंतरता में ये मांग कर रहे हैं कि उनका जो आर्थिक पैकेज है, खास तौर से तब जब आर्थिक संकट में कोरोना से लड़ने के लिए बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण है, ऐसे में प्रधानमंत्री की छुट्टी, क्या आपको लगता है ये एक तरह से राज्यों के मुख्यमंत्रियों का अपमान है? साथ ही साथ आपको इस पर बाइकआउट या वॉकआउट करना चाहिए?
नहीं, अब अभी ये टाइम ना कोरोना वायरस को हैंडल करना, प्रधानमंत्री को हम हमारा प्रदेश से सारा मुख्यमंत्री लोग प्रधानमंत्री को बोलना जरूरी है। हमको केंद्र सरकार पैकेज देने के लिए, स्टेट का रेवेन्यू टोटली डाउन हो गया, उसके बारे में बात करना जरूरी है। मैंने फोर्सफुली उसके बारे में बताया। While lockdown has been continuing for a long time, this is going to be the 35th day. Therefore, the economic activities should start. That's what I said earlier. I repeated. I said that the economic activity should go on. All sections of the people who are idle, they should also get employment. Right from agriculture labor, unorganized labor, construction workers, and all these people, they should get their employment, for which the activities should start. The keeping certain conditions. That is what I said.
Right, sir. The next one is from Hindu Business Line. Jigis asks, it's an important question. Many opposition ruled states have written to center demanding larger share in revenue, as you said. Now, a lot among them fear that the center may announce a financial emergency, leading to further centralization of resources. What is your stand?
But these I am not an economist to answer that point. As far as I am concerned, I can talk about my state, how we are suffering, how we want the financial package from the government of India, how we should get revenue share from the government of India, how our industries have to be given the package by the government, including SMEs. These are all I can say. The financial emergency, it is a policy matter which the government of India has to take. I cannot answer that point. Sir, while speaking, I said we received about 4,000 kits from the ICMR, Health Ministry. As soon as it reached here, the instruction came from the Health Ministry that it should not be used, it is faulty. Then we did not use that, and we have been using our regular the kits for the purpose of testing the patients. That is what we have been doing, and I mentioned this in my speech before the Honorable Prime Minister. But the government of India, the demand which I made for the large number of testing kits for my state, then monitors, ventilators, the PPEs, and also N95 masks and all, should be sent in large number to various states. The Prime Minister heard it.
And was there any talk about returning those faulty kits back to China?
No, that he did not respond.
Did not respond. Okay. The next question is from मुख्यमंत्री ने महंगाई भत्ता खत्म करने का विरोध किया. Central Vista bullet train projects that we have been objecting to, उसको होल्ड करने की मांग भी की. If you can answer in Hindi, sir.
No, the महंगाई के बारे में अभी ये कोई सच्चा नहीं आया. अभी दूसरा, अब the project which गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने अनाउंस किया, उसके बारे में कोई चर्चा नहीं आया. रिफॉर्म्स के बारे में बात किया, प्रधानमंत्री रिफॉर्म्स के बारे में बात किया. अभी उन्होंने बताया ये लोगों का स्टाइल ऑफ लिविंग अभी वो चेंज करने के लिए स्थिति है, उन्होंने बताया.
चर्चा हुई
नहीं, प्रधानमंत्री ने आदरणीय कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष आदरणीय राहुल जी के बारे में उन्होंने बात नहीं किया.
उनके दिए सुझावों के बारे में भी कोई बात नहीं.
उन्होंने ये मुद्दा आदरणीय राहुल जी ने रेज किया, उसके बारे में उन्होंने कुछ नहीं बात बोला.
ओके.
जी सर, धन्यवाद। अगला सवाल संदीप सोनकार का वर्तमान से। संदीप, आइए अपना सवाल पूछें।
Namaskar, sir. Here is Sandeep from Vartaman newspaper.
I already introduced you.
Oh, sorry.
Please go ahead.
I just want to know what was the conversation between Mamata Banerjee and Prime Minister of India in that meeting.
No, माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ममता बनर्जी ने आज उन्होंने बात नहीं किया, भाषण नहीं दिया। प्रधानमंत्री और मुख्यमंत्री के बारे में अब कोई भाषण नहीं है। उसके बाद उसके लिए मैं कुछ नहीं हुआ उसके बारे में कुछ नहीं हुआ।
अच्छा, दोनों ने कुछ बात नहीं हुआ।
बात नहीं हुआ, उनका चांस नहीं था आज।
हाँ, सीमित लोगों को, मेरे ख्याल से 7 लोगों को बोलने के लिए कहा गया था सर। 7 मुख्यमंत्रियों,
9 chief ministers, starting from Meghalaya, myself, and up to the state of Haryana.
Okay, sir.
Gujarat chief minister also spoke. Nitish Kumar spoke.
जी सर। मीनाक्षी, अपना सवाल पूछें।
सर नमस्कार, मीनाक्षी बोल रही हूँ।
बोलिए जी।
तनमार्ग न्यूज़पेपर में।
हाँ
सर काफी स्टेट का सवाल है कि जो पीडीएस सिस्टम है, जो माइग्रेंट लेबर को जो रिलीफ दिया जा रहा है और पुअर पीपल को जो रिलीफ दिया जा रहा है, उसमें काफी प्रॉब्लम है। सेंट्रल से काफी अमाउंट ऑफ फूड ग्रेन्स वगैरह सप्लाई नहीं हुआ स्टेट को, ना ही कोई रिलीफ अमाउंट के लिए कुछ इस तरह से अमाउंट सप्लाई हुआ है। तो किसी चीफ मिनिस्टर ने इस मुद्दे को उठाया था क्या?
नहीं, ये विषय के बारे में, ये राशन के बारे में, माइग्रेंट लेबर को राशन देने के बारे में कोई डिस्कशन नहीं हुआ।
राइट सर, दैट ब्रिंग्स अस टू द लास्ट क्वेश्चन एंड अब्दुल बारी जी, इनके बगैर कोई किसी एंड नहीं हो सकता। लेट अस सी व्हाट ही आस्क्ड। अब्दुल बारी जी, प्लीज कम इन।
Mr. Narayan Swamy, I just want to know, is there a meeting of chief minister, finance ministers of non-BJP states?
Sunil Prabhu.
No, the meeting has been called by the Kerala. I also got the invitation, but I am having the meeting of the state disaster management authority as a chairman. Therefore, I will not be able to attend today.
So there is a meeting, but today at what time?
No, I do not know, because they told me they start at 10 o'clock. Now the Prime Minister's video conference is there, therefore I was not able to attend. Evening I am having a meeting of the State Disaster Management Authority.
Okay, sir, I think for that we have come to the end of the press conference. Thank you very much for being with us once more.
Thank you.
And taking all our questions. Thank you. Apologize for the bad audio quality.
Yeah, that is the audio was not clear.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.